Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back again with another video. Today, we're going live to do a brief preview of the Nottingham Forest away game on the road, as Arsenal will be playing Nottingham Forest away tomorrow afternoon, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Let me cue the intro and we'll get straight into the video. Hi, Jordan. Thanks for joining me today. We thought we'd do a brief preview of the game against Nottingham Forest tomorrow. But before we do that, we do have to touch upon some transfer news. As first of all, Jay, this is a player who you really wanted at Liverpool. For over a year, you guys were basically flirting with Mark Guehi of Crystal Palace, and instead ended up signing Alexander Isak of Newcastle. And at the end of the day, we received news this morning from Sami Mokbel, who's a very reliable journalist, as well as Fabrizio Romano, that Manchester City are closing up an agreed a deal in principle with Crystal Palace to sign Mark Guehi for 20 million plus add-ons for the January window. First of all, Jay, before I ask you your thoughts, I mean, how quick are Man City replacing their injured players, with Diaz being injured and Guardiola being out injured, requiring surgery? Man City go in the market in January. And keep in mind, Guehi had 6 months left of his contract. He could have left on a free. Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Liverpool were interested in him as well. But it's all about where the money is. And Jay, they are going to be paying him $300,000 a week in wages. And Man City end up getting Guehi as well as Semenyo from Bournemouth, Guehi from Palace. And then later today, after this news broke out, Jay, we heard news that Glasner, who's the manager of Crystal Palace, initially it said he would be leaving Crystal Palace at the end of the year, but he's now gone back and said, I'm leaving Crystal Palace at the end of the season. So Jay, first and foremost, lots of love to you in the chat. Hi, Ashik. How you doing? Guehi is a championship player. Of course, Liverpool fan will say that now. How are you doing, Cole? Good to see you, Mel. Hope you're doing okay. I'm not bad, I'm hanging in there. It's been a really bad week for me, to be honest. I thought the football in midweek would be better to take my mind off things, but yeah, things kind of got a little bit low, and it happens. It's a part of life, but it's kind of sad when it's someone close to you that's they're not gonna make it. But I guess that's how life goes. Can't believe for only 20 million for Guehi, what a steal. 20 million the fee plus add-ons. It comes down to 26 million with the add-ons, which is still a great deal. Hi Luca and hi Tyrell. How are you doing? Jose says City pushing for silverware. How am I not surprised? Yeah, City know they have injured defenders. They need center backs in the market, and perfect market opportunity for them to go after Guehi, which is exactly what they've gone and done. Jay, over to you. I want to ask you, how do you feel about Guehi going to City, and for the price tag of about 26 mil after add-ons? Man City go in the market in January and now have two players to cover them for the business end of the season. Trevor, how are you? Congratulations on the signing of Guehi. Great business and good deal. Even though he's earning 300K a week, it is a good signing. Hi, Dantrum. Dante, how are you doing? Good to see you. Jay, I want to hear your thoughts, how you feel about this in terms of, first of all, this was a player you significantly wanted for over a season at Liverpool. But before I do that, I want to shout out Mr. Tom Talks Wrestling. Mr. Tom, the best Leeds fan and that I know. But more importantly, thank you for your wrestling show tonight. If you don't already know, Mr. Tom is a very avid, enthusiastic, entertaining wrestling fanatic. And we love wrestling up here. If you don't, keep your thoughts to yourself. But if you do like wrestling, this is the channel you want to check out and tune into on Friday afternoons at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Mr. Tom Talks Wrestling is live every Friday, and they like to review old Royal Rumble, old WWE matches. Those are the classics, and some of those moments are pretty much nostalgic that we cannot get in today's wrestling. I wish we could talk about SmackDown today because today's SmackDown was awesome, but we're going to save that one for another day. Jay, over to you. I just wanted to get that shout out done because Mr. Tom deserves it. Guehi to City for 20 million pounds plus add-ons, a player you flirted with for over a season, and you even said yourself in the past when you came on my channel that this was a player you should have signed instead of having Konate and Van Dijk taking turns on who can make more errors defensively for your team this season. How are you feeling that you missed out on a market opportunity like this, especially at the price tag of 26 million? I want to hear what you feel. How you feel about this more
Today
so?
I feel really upset because this player mean
Sorry, Jay, I'm
look.
having trouble hearing you. Your audio. I don't know if it's me, but I can hardly hear you, my brother. You gotta speak up, or I think it might be your mic. But if you want to leave and rejoin, I'm just having some trouble hearing you, Jay. But yeah, we'll get Jordan's thoughts on that. We'll also cover Mikel Arteta's press conference before the game. We did hear good news about some injury updates, which is going to be interesting because Arsenal are now getting towards that business end of the season. Inter Milan coming up away on the road for the Arsenal next week in the Champions League. I'm just waiting for Jordan to sort out his audio. Hi, C. Wilder. How are you doing? Guys, please note tomorrow I will not be doing the watch along for the Forest game. Moss will be covering the watch long on his channel, Moss Sports World. Tyrell will also be covering the watch long on his channel, as well as True Gooner Joshua on his channel, and Tony Cloud Gunner TV. One sec, Jay. Jordan, I can. I'm gonna check now. Can you hear me? Okay. I'm just having trouble hearing you, bro. I can hardly hear you.
Oh yeah, I'm back.
It's very low. Maybe it's my audio. One sec. Okay, all good, bro. How you
Oh,
feeling about this deal? This is the player you really wanted for your club, and uh, I mean, what can I say? Man City get the job done, Jay, and both of us. I mean, Arsenal thought we could get a pre-contract done for this player. He's a good player at Crystal Palace. It shows that he wanted an upgrade from Crystal Palace, and he wanted to play in the Champions League. Showing his ambition, he leaves and he goes to City. Hi, Nate. How are you doing? Arsenal boys were on a bender. Thomas Frank is a silver member. What a chat that is. Hi, Omar. How are you doing? Man City is winning the league. My bet is gonna hit. I hope not. Sorry, Omar. Where is Tottenham in the table? And Tottenham are in really much so the dumps. But Jay, what are your thoughts on Guehi going to City?
for me especially, I was heartbroken.
Yeah,
This this player, I wasn't even wait. I wasn't even. I was waiting to hear that he rejected City's move. But when I heard the bombshell from Fabrizio Romano that we got here we go, I was so shocked. So yeah, this player that I wanted this player. I never wanted Isaac in the first place.
yeah. A lot of money you
I,
spent on Isak too, by the way.
and AKTK is fine for me. I didn't want a defender now. Our focus was on the defender because of Konate's mistakes, as I said, Mel. Indeed, we need someone that can really come in and play along with Van Dijk. Margay was the one for us, no doubt. And yeah, we should have got him on deadline day. And we didn't get him on deadline day. And no, City get him. So City is now strong. No,
Oh
their
yeah.
defense is getting way strong
You
now.
know,
And
we were all laughing in our heads, kind of saying, City have injuries now with Diaz getting injured and Guardiola needing surgery. He'll be out for a long term. He'll be out until May, and the season's already over by then. So for them to go in the market and use the money wisely. Oh, but what a price tag for Gueye. I mean, 26 million is nothing. It's very cheap in today's market, and he was agreed. Personal terms agreed, not an issue. before he undergoes his city medical. Do you think this move will fall apart? I don't think so. Well, there was already a here we go from Fabrizio Romano. I'm gonna pull up that tweet now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, for me, I don't feel it as deeply as you do because we have a lot of center backs here at Arsenal. But with you
Mm-hmm.
guys, I mean, hearing the news today, a Fabrizio
Mm-hmm.
Romano exclusive. This is what we woke up to this morning. If you're on the East Coast, Man
Yes.
City advance on Mark Guehi deal as big approach has been made in the last 12 hours. Man City presented the important proposal to Guehi in terms of a contract, eventually ready to proceed. Also, with Crystal Palace agreeing in the deal now closer with Man City. It is going to be sickening to see Guehi in City's colors, the blue and the white. And it's upsetting for Liverpool fans more than it is for Arsenal fans because Arsenal we are known to have a strong defense. Hi Rosie, good to see you. We are known to have a strong defense, as you know, Jay. And with the defense that we have, especially with Hincapié on loan, Mascara soon coming back from injury, as well as Calaferrari coming back from injury, Arsenal didn't really need Guehi in the market. It wasn't a need. Yes, he could have been a great addition to our squad, but it wasn't like a do or die situation like Liverpool. With Liverpool, it was a do or die situation because of the amount of goals you concede. You are very much so leaky in defense. We are not like that. We are not leaking goals defensively. With you guys, it's a completely different situation and story. So for me, City are definitely showing their strength in the market once again, irrespective of the charges looming over to hear about the results of the 119 charges. Um, in terms of Arteta's pre-match conference, we are going to move straight into the preview for the game. I've already been rambling on the Guehi situation for a little bit, but Arteta's press conference going into this game, he says there's no injury, no fresh injuries with Arsenal, and for Mosquera that he's in his final stages of rehab. So he's probably most likely to be the one to return soonest, if not Hincapié. And Calafiori, I don't think he will be back until we play Man United at Emirates Stadium. If you're asking me, I think Calafiori is later in his recovery than Mosquera and Hincapié. Um, and Arteta was asked about Gyökeres behind the scenes. Arteta said he's a very demanding person. He knows the level that they need from Gyökeres, and he wants him to fulfill everything that we expect of him. He's been trying. He's been very consistent in training, and he thought against Chelsea, Gyökeres had a great game, scored a goal that helped us to win the game, and also got the assist. Arteta talks positively about Gyökeres. Of course, as a manager, you don't want to talk down on your players. And Arteta talks about the criticism and scrutiny that Gyökeres has under his belt, and he says, "You just set a standard, and everybody expects you to maintain that standard that you once had in the Portuguese league. It's not only for Victor; it's for every number 9 in the league or every top club. Every position that you play, you might see it. We expect to be really good, really consistent, and to win constantly, and that's what we're here to do." Um, I wanted mainly to talk about the injury updates, and Arteta was asked if we'll have one eye on the Man City game tomorrow as City play Manchester United at Old Trafford. It will be Carnage Carrick's first game in charge. I hope to call him Carnage Carrick because I need this guy to cause chaos with the Blue Sharks in their game. Um, it'll be interesting to see how they do over there, but more so we should focus on our results and we should focus on us getting the 3 points on the road at the City ground. And we've had 4 away games on the bounce, as Arsenal do. Next away game is Inter Milan to complete the set of 4 games on the road. Playing against Sean Dyche's team, Arteta talks about how hard it is to play at the City ground against Sean Dyche's team. They are a different team, very, very efficient in what they do, very clear identity, and that's what makes them dangerous in the Premier League compared to the past. I do think there is also pressure on Arsenal to continue to maintain the gap on City. so that we make it difficult for City to catch up with us. Um, so it'll be interesting to see. Hi, Adam. It'll be interesting to see the squad we pick going into this game. I do think the squad pretty much picks itself going into the starting 11. In terms of Nottingham Forest's injury concerns, I'm just pulling that up now if there's any main injury standouts for Nottingham Forest. But I think players I would be concerned in terms of Nottingham Forest would be Morgan Gibbs White. Morgan Gibbs White is the player I think that's a standout for Nottingham Forest, and Aina. That Aina in defense, he's quite good for them. For me, he's one that I would be worried about to face against Nottingham Forest. That City ground is not an easy ground to go to. They have gotten some positive results at home, but I also think they're getting a lot more credit than they deserve under Sean Dyche. You saw that game in the Carabao Cup, in the FA Cup. You saw their game and the game against not the game in the FA Cup, and you saw how they played. These are the injury concerns for Nottingham Forest. Ibrahim Sangare is out injured. It is a late fitness test for him. Willie Boley, late fitness assessment. And Ryan Yates, thigh injury. Chris Wood out until February 21st with a knee injury. John Victor out until February 21st with a knee injury. And Ibrahim Sangare, he should be back for the game. It says it's nothing too serious. He traveled to AFCON, keep in mind. I believe he traveled to AFCON, so it's a late fitness assessment for Ibrahim Sangare. And of course, if it wasn't for Chris Wood being injured due to a knee injury, I would have put Chris Wood in my players to look out for, players who I think are are a threat to Nottingham Forest. Players who I think are a threat for Nottingham Forest are Morgan Gibbs White, and that Igor Jesus at Forest as well. I do think he is a threat. Igor Jesus, a Brazilian at Nottingham Forest. Man City played first tomorrow in the early kickoff. For me, when we talk about who's better to play first, us or City, I think it's always best for us to play first, so the pressure is off our backs. When we're playing second, it's more pressure on the team that plays second. If you're asking me, City's turned up the heat on Arsenal 100% with the transfers. Um, um, Jay, how do you feel about this game for the Arsenal? It is, yes, when you think of Nottingham Forest, you don't necessarily think they're a big club to go up against, but at their ground, they can be dangerous and they can cause some trouble tomorrow with Arsenal's title charge. How are you feeling for Arsenal pulling up to the City ground tomorrow? The injuries for Arsenal at the moment are Calafiori, Hincapié, and Mosquera. So those are the three injuries continuing for the Arsenal. I want to ask how you feel about the game for Arsenal. Do you think it's going to be a easy game? And how do you think the game will go?
For me, as a neutral, that ground, we are very familiar with that ground as well. We played there before. We lost there as well. One, just that easy defeat. But for me, yeah, for you guys, going up against Sean Dyche team. Sean Dyche is very look what he did against us indeed, and But I think that if you guys go there and deliver it, no doubt, as I said, cauliflower is out, and the way I saw Ben White did in the Carabao Cup with that header, I
Oh,
think
hi,
he
Dor.
looked him.
I
I mean,
Yeah, good luck tomorrow, Dor, on tour, Forest fan. I haven't seen you in ages. I asked Luca if you were still doing YouTube, as I wasn't sure because I wanted to message you to get you on a preview. But hey, we're doing our preview really late in the day. But good luck tomorrow. Up the Reds, he says, as the Forest and the Sean Dyche team.
indeed. So yeah, I think you guys can win. Mel. I think you guys have that squad. Gabriel Magalhaes is good. Saliba is a great defender, and they have Eze. He needs to play more. I really need to. I want to see him play more for you guys. No doubt he can really play, but he needs to start every game. Yeah, you have Odegaard starting more. You have Declan Rice. You have
Yeah,
Martin Zubimendi. But Eze needs to start. Indeed, you have Chozard. Yes, he can score goals, but Martin Eze needs to play. Eze Arteta needs to start Eze more because if you start him more, I think he will really um play good. And look at the hat trick that he scored against Spurs. He
Aina
needs to play more games.
was it?
This game against Forest, Eze needs to start. Eze needs to be in the starting 11 against Forest. We know they have players out, as I said, Chris Wood. I think this is the easy chance for Eze to really step up and deliver for you guys. You guys are at the top of the table, and this will be his first
And
chance
Hudson
of winning.
Odoi as well, another one. And I Awayini, I think you're talking about Steve Walder. He scored against Arsenal before. Awayini, Nigerian guy.
Oh yeah, he is good. He's good. Oh yes, I think he's
Taiwo,
gonna.
Taiwo
I think he's
Awayini. Because Nigeria
yes.
got eliminated from AFCON, so he might be rested or he might start. They should have already traveled back by now. They also have Murillo, really good for them. And Caleb Hudson-Odoi, former Chelsea player.
Yeah, I think he will be traveling back soon. Yes, cause yeah, no Niger is
They,
out of the Africa. So I
yeah,
think he went
Morocco
back.
knocked
He
them
needs
out.
to rest. Yeah, he needs to rest. So I think he's gonna be rested. But I think he's gonna be rested for the game against us. But this is not about my team. It's about Arsenal. But yeah, I think that you guys can have a chance of beating Forest tomorrow. Sean Dyche against Arteta. Something have to come up in the David Rea is gonna start. I know you guys gonna start him. Indeed, so it's
You
gonna
know,
be
the
a
other
good
one I'm
situation.
scared about is Elliot Anderson, not just Morgan Gibbs White. It's Elliot Anderson. You know what he has to offer. And the thing with Forest is, Jay, I think they're hard. We will find it hard to break them down. And I think it will be definitely be a game of two halves. We will have like Sean Dyche will line up his team in a 4-2-3-1 that's built
Mm-hmm.
to keep the ball to be so close and not leaving space for Arsenal to break them down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they against Man City, they had 34% possession at home to Man City, and shows that they'll let Arsenal dictate the game and keep the ball, but they'll be like in they'll hold shape. For us, Forest are shaky at defending set pieces, guys. That's not something they're good at. Similar to Liverpool. Liverpool are not good at defending set pieces. Chelsea are terrible at defending set pieces. And in fact, Sanchez even helped us with assisting a set piece against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, on a side note. But the strength of Nottingham Forest, Jay, is they're strong on both side flanks of the wing. Ola Aina on one side of the wing, and the other Williams, Nico Williams, the other guy at Forest. They're really good
Okay.
on the
Yeah.
attacking fullbacks down both sides of the wings. And they also have Omari Hutchinson, who used to play for Arsenal, and Caleb Hudson-Odoi in front of them.
Mm,
They are going to
Igor.
give many balls inside the box for Igor Jesus and Morgan Gibbs White. For me, Anderson, his ability to read the game in terms of getting through space, finding Morgan Gibbs White, who's very clever at finding space in the pockets, his late runs in the box, his timing in the box is something Arsenal need to monitor and try to shut him out. Because when it comes to making a cross to Morgan Gibbs White, he will be in the right position at the right time where you need him. And you've seen that time and time again this season with Morgan Gibbs White. He has been a superb player, and it's no doubt why Tottenham wanted to sign him in the summer. His timing is superb when it comes to meeting balls, which are flashed across to him inside the box. The problem with Forest, I think, this season is they've not really capitalized in the final third in terms of goal
Mm-hmm.
scoring opportunities. That's something that needs to be monitored. What do you think Arsenal can do to break down this Nottingham Forest team? That I think the positive side for us is we are very good at set pieces, and Nottingham Forest being poor at defending set pieces. Hopefully, any goal is a goal. So I'll be happy if we were to win a close scoring game. I don't think this is going to be a high scoring game. Do you think so?
For me, I should bring up Igor Jesus there. He's very good player now. Did well for his former club, indeed in the FIFA Club World Cup. But yeah, for him playing for Nottingham Forest, I think you guys really needs to um mark him. And also Morgan Gibbs White, as he knows how to score goals because if he have the open space at home, he's gonna have to have a chance of striking. He's gonna strike it, and he's going to beat David Raya, and David Raya have to make sure that he has the best defenders at the back to really help him out, like Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. For me, that first team, they're gonna just give Arsenal a good game at City Ground. It's not an easy ground to go to. But I know that you guys have to beat this Nottingham Forest. If you guys want to really, as Sean Dash says in his press conference, I'll probably listen to what he says. Arsenal is 6 points clear. You should, if you for me, I think if Arsenal win come tomorrow, that's after us indeed because for me,
Yeah.
Arsenal win because if Arsenal win this league, beat Forest, and it's the chance for you guys to do it at City Ground. So yeah, I think that Victor Gyökeres needs to step up and score goals.
Yeah, he
And
had
you
a
know what?
brace against Chelsea, Jay, and it's thankfully this Chelsea team helped give him some confidence. It's good going into this game, Forest away, Jay. Hopefully he keeps his place in the starting 11. I would not drop him.
Yeah, for real, he's good. He's good. Victor Gyökeres, yeah. I think he will score goals, and I know that I see it in him. He's a great striker, and he can score goals. He needs to score. This is the chance. If you want to
So
make the fans happy, score goals at goals. I think he will.
yeah, we need to see more from him, and we need to see him step up to the occasion. Forest are weak at defending set pieces, and just like Steve Walder says, it'll be a good idea to captain Big Gabby in your FPL. They're weak at corners, and our wingers and Martin Odegaard are under the microscope now that Ben White exposed everything. You know, that was a poor game from Odegaard against Chelsea. Ben White had a dominant performance. And we talked about it in our review of the game against Chelsea, Jose. Um, it'll be good, interesting to see what we do in terms of our starting 11. I am going to get into our starting lineup first. I know we're the away team, Jay, but I'm going to go into our predicted starting 11, what I think Arsenal will do, and I want to hear what you think Arsenal should do as a neutral. And I know you also have a game tomorrow against Burnley at Anfield. So good luck to you guys. Although I don't think you need it. It's Burnley. I think Liverpool will win 3-0. It'll be a comfortable
That's
game. And you'll
well,
have Mohamed Salah back because Egypt got eliminated from the AFCON, right?
well,
So,
yes, he's back. I don't think we will be absolutely forcing because of what he has been starting every game at the AFCON, captain the team, no doubt. So we're
yeah.
probably gonna use him against we're not gonna use him tomorrow. We're not gonna have him for the tomorrow game. I think we're gonna have him for the Bournemouth game. So yeah, we want to see. Yeah, we're gonna have him back, yes, but yeah, I think he will have to rest for the Bournemouth game.
And Dante's going 2-0 Arsenal, close to my score prediction, but we will get to score predictions very shortly. First and foremost, I do want to go through the Arsenal's predicted 11 to face Nottingham Forest. I do think Victor Gyökeres keeps his spot up front after scoring a brace against Chelsea, hopefully finding a confidence boost and finding the rhythm in this Arsenal team. But more so, Bukayo Saka. Please cross the ball to Victor Gyökeres when he's there and trust your players. We are starting to see some hope from Victor Gyökeres in terms of him getting in the right areas when we need him to be, getting on the right side of those crosses from whether it be Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, or Trossard. We need Gyökeres to work on his positioning and his timing, and I saw some hope from that Chelsea game. With that being said, my lineup to face Nottingham Forest away from home will be a 4-3-3. David Raya back in goal for the Arsenal. Timber, Gabriel Saliba, and Ben White. I do think I want Ben White to keep his place in the starting 11 after a great game against Chelsea. I will not drop him. And My midfield is Rice, Zubamendi, and Odegaard. I do think that will be a. I do think that would be a strong midfield. That's our strongest midfield we would play. And then down the middle, I have Gyökeres. Right hand side wing, Bukayo Saka. And then down the left, I will actually start Leandro Trossard. I feel like this is a game where we could use Trossard's strength down that left hand side flanks, especially since Nottingham Forest are quite strong on both sides of the flanks. I would bring Martinelli off the bench in this game. With that being said, Kai Havertz did come off the bench in our last game against Chelsea. Same thing with Gabriel Jesus. The thing I need to mention with regards to Gabriel Jesus, Arsenal seem to very much so concede whenever Gabriel Jesus comes on. I don't understand why Victor Gyökeres is unable to play a full 90 minutes, or if it's something to do with Mikel Arteta trying to manage his minutes and game time, but I do not agree with that. Arsenal concede late goals and have conceded almost every single time Gabriel Jesus has come on, whether it be the Aston Villa game, the Chelsea game, the Wolves game. That's three games off the bounce that I can name you. Arsenal concede whenever Victor Gyökeres gets subbed off and Gabriel Jesus comes on. Egypt versus Nigeria is the third place game at AFCON tomorrow. Oh, so that means Salah would still be there. Okay. So that I didn't know that was happening. I know the final is on Sunday, but I didn't know the third place game is tomorrow. So Jay, that means you won't have Salah back, and that means the Nigerians will still be who got called to AFCON will still be in the squad there. Saka needs to be working on crossing with his right foot, 100%. Um, Jay, this is my lineup for Arsenal. Would you make any changes going into that? A game against Nottingham Forest?
Well, the way I see Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba, I think you guys need to use Saliba more. So yeah, Ben White, yeah, no problem with Ben White. He scored that goal. Yeah, great assist by DR. In that Carabao first leg, nearly smash Chelsea because I love when Chelsea get beat. So I want to see more. Um, Indeed. So yeah, for me, I want to see Ben White start, but no doubt. But the best duo at the defense at the back for you guys, Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. But yeah, if you go with Ben White, I think Arteta will go with Saliba and Magalhaes in that one. Indeed, Timber. I think he will go with Timber as well. Indeed, Saka, Victor Gyökeres,
Yeah.
Martinelli. He needs to. Yeah. I think that
Would you play Odegaard or would you play Eze? You're saying you'll play Eze instead of Odegaard?
I think Eze should play. Eze should play. I was saying this to Tyrell today um on our show that I was saying that Eze needs to start because if you look at Eze performances he's good. He scored a hat trick for you guys and I think that Eze because look if for me Declan Rice looks to me like a leader to me compared to Odegaard because I see what Declan
Yeah,
Rice does.
on the pitch
He
and
yeah, it looks to me like I was saying in my mind, say, Declan Rice should be captain. So I was wondering, despite it's not my club, I cannot make decision for you guys. Mel. Either you guys want to strip him, or the god of captaincy to give it to Declan Rice, but it's not.
yeah.
We can decide for ourselves, for our club, but I cannot. We cannot decide for you guys. But yeah, if Odegaard wants to remain as captain for you guys, he can remain as captain for you guys. But if it was for us, no, I will say strip him off the captaincy, like give it to Dom for us. But for me, I cannot decide. But yeah, I think Eze needs to start more, and I want to see Eze play. This I think Eze needs to start, and
Okay,
Declan
that's a
Rice
good shout.
lead. I think yeah, Odiga Declan to lead because Declan he's a great leader. I see he really talk with the players them and then do what he have to say. Superman do the same. I think Odiga looks to me like a leader for me. I see Declan looks like Declan is a good leader. He used to be captain for West Ham United and it's time for him to do the same for you
Yeah.
guys indeed. So yeah, I think he should be the next captain for
They like to
Arsenal.
say he's a captain without the armband for with regards to Rice. I do like how you said as they should start this game. It's very frustrating to see um, that Eze is not getting game time. The same thing we talk about with Ethan Moneri and in some way with Miles Lewis Skelly, but more so with Ethan Moneri than anything else. Rosie, thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. As always, you guys, I really appreciate all of you guys staying tuned in here, locked in here. You could be doing anything else on your Friday evening. And for some of you guys, it's past midnight. So in the UK. So I really appreciate you guys giving me your time of day and your undivided attention uh, for my stream and supporting my channel and my streams. Um, Money is not the end and be all. So, and I do YouTube just as a leisure to talk about my passion, which is the Arsenal and football. But thank you, Rosie. I really appreciate it. Um, um, Sorry, I got distracted there. We went through our lineups. We went through Forest injuries. We also went through Arteta's pre-match press conference. I'm not feeling as confident for this game, if you ask me, Jay. So in terms of my score predictions, I do think this will be a close game for the Arsenal because of how closely knit um, Nottingham Forest have been under Sean Dyche. They've actually improved, and you have to give them credit when and where it's due. For me, under Sean Dyche, they have shown that they're not a team that can easily be broken down or bullied. Um, um, and For me, my score prediction will be 1 to Nottingham Forest, 2 to Arsenal, 2-1 Arsenal away win on the road. I do think Arsenal will get the job done on the road, but I don't think it will be a high scoring game. If you expect a high scoring game away from home, Nottingham Forest and the sitting ground is not the answer. If I'm wrong, I will hold my hands up and hold myself accountable. But I do think this will be pretty much so a closely knit game for the Arsenal. Jay, over to you. How do you feel? And those of you in the chat, please feel free to get involved. What do you think your starting 11 for the Arsenal will be? I did see Jose mention that he would play Eze in the false nine, which is crazy shout. I don't think this is a game where Arteta would chop and change things to that extent. I can't see him making changes like that whatsoever, especially when it comes to Arteta. You know how he's like. Um, um, Jay, how do you feel this game will go for the Gunners, and what is your score prediction? Do you think Arsenal will get a away win on the road with 3 points, especially since Man City play Manchester United um, before us? We should already know the results of that game. Having to play second isn't necessarily advantageous to us with our rivals playing before, but it will be Michael Carrick's first game in charge of the job as an intern. Facing Manchester City, we hope that he can cause some carnage. Jay, what will be your score prediction for Nottingham Forest versus the Gunners on the road?
My prediction for you guys against first. For me, I'm going for a 2-0 win for Arsenal. So yeah, I think you guys need to really beat this first team. No doubt. So yeah, I'm going for a 2-0 win for Arsenal on the road.
And are there any other players other than Morgan Gibbs White that you feel we should be worried about playing against Nottingham Forest, Jay? I know last season you guys lost to them, and that was away, right? When you went to the City ground
Yeah, that was when well, rest in
before
peace
Sean
to
Dyche.
before we lost our number
Jota,
20.
yeah,
So, yeah, so
yeah.
rest
Rest
in
in
peace.
peace, Jota. Hi, Stepsy. How are you doing? Good to see you.
For me, the player that you need to watch out for is Igor Jesus. Yeah, he's the one you need to really worry about. But I think you guys have that squad that can really keep himself with the defense of Saliba and Magalhaes. So yeah, Igor Jesus is the one you guys need to watch out for during the game.
Igor Jesus. What do you think,
Yeah.
Igor Jesus? What do you think of Morgan Gibbs White this season and how he's been performing? I mean, he's been pretty much so outstanding for Nottingham Forest. Omari Hutchinson and Callum Hudson-Odoi, yes, you can mention them, but Awayini, Aina, Murillo, they've been like going under the radar for Forest this season. Some of those players don't get enough credit under their under their belt. Sangare, we did talk about him. He's going to be assessed, as I think he came back from AFCON, but it's not clear whether he will be playing um, or not. So that's one that when we talked about Sangare, we said that it was a 50% chance whether he would be playing or not um, against the Gunners. I think he will play, but it did say he had a slight knock. I think he will be fine to play. If anything, I do think he would come off the bench. But the thing with Arsenal this season, Jay, is our bench is stronger than it was before. Pretty much we have most of our players back from injury, apart from the three that I mentioned, Mosquera, Hincapié, and Calaferrari. I think this will be a close game. I'm surprised with Arsenal to keep a clean sheet. I know you love David Raya and you think he is so much of a great keeper for us, similar to Allison for you guys. And I think Raya deserves a lot more credit for some of the games where he's really kept us in at times when our defense switched off in certain games. You saw the game against Chelsea. We played Kepa in the Cup. Kepa's just not up there with the level of David Raya.
Yeah, look, for me, David Raya is a very fantastic goalkeeper. Big up to him as well, because this is the real reason why Brentford is still in the Premier League, because of him. And now he left Brentford and replaced by our goalkeeper now, Collier. But yeah, he has been doing well for you guys. So what he did in the Champions League, did well, winning the Golden Gloves. So I think he wants to win a Premier League trophy, and this is a chance for him to do so after leaving the G Tech Comedy Stadium, no doubt. So yeah, I think he will do well for us.
Big up Anthony Herbert. And
Yeah.
thanks, Jay. Anthony's going with big up Selena. I'm going Arsenal 4-1 away win. Wow, that's a really high scoring game. 5 goals in this game. I just can't see that happening. I don't even know a game where Forest lost by 4 goals this season. I don't even think there has been one, has there? Hi,
No.
Dan. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hi, Dio. Dio's going 3-0. Wow, some people are feeling confident that Arsenal will keep a clean sheet on the road at the City Ground. I like the confidence. And
Well,
Stefan, I hope you had a good time. Stefan, I hope you had a good time at Wembley for SmackDown tonight. What an awesome show it was tonight. Dio's going 3-0. A lot of people are going confident. I'm going with the same score prediction as Stefan here. 2-1 to the Gunners on the road. I do think Arsenal will get the job done, but I think it will be a close game. Evening, Landlord Dan. Hope you're doing well. The Gooner channel, everyone. Thank you to Rosie for linking it in my comment section. But Dan will be live. Hopefully after the game, it'll be nice to hear his thoughts. But he goes live usually once Friday nights and one weekend and midweek. So please check out the Gooner channel. He did a really good stream the other day. Good discussions about the Arsenal in a pub style. Very chilled over there in his chat room. So please show some love and support to Dan. Good Arsenal channel, and calls out the gloomies, the Gloominatis of Arsenal. And it's good to be positive and support your players. Actually, big up. Will you be doing a live stream? I will not be doing a live stream for the Nottingham Forest game. I did mention it earlier. Adam, big up to you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm not able to do a watch along for the Forest game. I do have some personal stuff going on this week. It's been an awful week for me. The streams have definitely kept me going, but as you can tell, significantly lacking sleep. Not really been able to eat much. I have some family issues going on, but the streams have definitely kept me going and take my mind off of things. But tomorrow I am gonna go watch it at the Arsenal Gooner pub, I think. So it'll be nice to go out there. I haven't been there since my United game away from home. So Moss will be doing a stream. Tyrell Gunner TV will be doing one. Tony Claude isn't doing one. So Tony Claude will probably do a review of the game or something. And yeah, I mentioned Moss and True Gunner if you guys are looking for watch alongs for the Forest game. With Palace cleaning house, would anyone go for Munoz, Richards, Mateta, and Wharton? Adam Wharton is a brilliant shout. You know, by the way, we've been linked with Andrew Gordon, and I wouldn't want to see. I'm not too impressed with Anthony Gordon. I do think he's had a good season at Crystal Palace, one good season at Crystal Palace, but I don't think he's worth what Arsenal need. I would like someone like Keenan Yildiz. And it'll be interesting to see who Arsenal would get. Even Ayub Wadi would be an awesome signing for us. Zagrova on Juventus. Buadi would be awesome, but I don't think we're making any moves this January, if I'm being honest, in terms of incoming players. I do think it will be summer moves only. And in fact, be honest with yourselves, our squad is pretty much solid if we have our injured players back. Dan, you awesome legend. Thank you very much for the donation. Really thoughtful of you. But guys, I really appreciate you tuning in and giving me your time. That means more for me than any amount of quid. Big up, Flex. How you doing? I'm just about to wrap up the show with Jay. Jay thought he wanted to join me as a neutral to talk about the title race since his team decided to be title pretenders this year, Jay. But we're handling it for you, hopefully against Manchester City. Now that City got Guehi, who you flirted around with for a year, by the way. Now that Man City got Guehi and Semenyo, it's definitely heated on for the Gunners and lit a fire up our asses. So hopefully we can keep going and keep the gap from us and Man City stronger and more distant between the two. With that being said, folks, I will be doing a review of the Arsenal versus Forest game away from home at the City Ground. And I'll be doing a review of that game on my channel after the game sometime tomorrow. I will be having a panel with me for the review of the game, and we'll break down Arsenal's performance, players that stood out, things that we should improve from the game, and things that we noticed during the game. Hi, Mobos. It's good to see you. It's very nice to see you. I hope you're having a good Friday night. Hopefully, no complaints. And I hope you had a good week. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Jay, before we close out the show, I want to thank you for your time and for you joining me during the stream. And please let let the people know where they can find you. I will be putting your channel link very shortly in the chat. Most people on here already know your channel, but please, the people would like to, if you want to shout out your streams and anything coming up. Thanks, Rosie. Jay's channel is linked in the chat. Thank you, Stefan. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a tough time with my grandma. She lives in Sri Lanka. She moved from Canada to Sri Lanka, so I can't even go see her because it's like 21-hour flight, and it's very unfeasible financially at the moment, which sucks. But it's tough, and at 95 years old, at that point, it's kind of like you don't want to suffer, but at the same time, you don't want to lose someone close to you. So it's been tough, but I appreciate you guys. We're just kind of waiting now and to hear the news, if anything. Thank you for the super chats again, Rosie and Dan. I really appreciate it. Jay, this is your channel here, True Copyright Reds. Please let the people know any content coming up on your channel in the next few days or tomorrow as well.
Guys, coming up, guys. If you guys notice that I schedule every streams for every week. Tomorrow I'll be doing Liverpool against Burnley, watch along, match reaction. Also, I'll be doing the AFCON finals with True Gunner Josh on Sunday, Red Talk on my channel on Monday, Champions League predictions on Monday, and also I'll be doing Mars against Liverpool on Friday is my birthday. So Friday is my birthday. I am 27 years old on Friday. So yeah. So not long from now. So I hope I can get a win tomorrow against Burnley and also against Marseille. So I'm on the road to 3K subscribers. Thanks a lot, Mel sis, and guys, subscribe to Mel, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Josh, despite he's not here in the chat. Subscribe to Tyrell as
Yeah,
well.
show some love for Tyrell, Josh.
And
Really
also,
good Arsenal channels and authentic Arsenal content. They are themselves on and off camera, which is hard to find these days with YouTube. Jay, thank you for joining me, and thank you for your time. I appreciate it. BBK is live if you want to redirect. Jose, someone needs to teach me how to do this redirecting thing. Hold on,
the
I'm
only
about
person
to
I know
figure it
can
out.
I know one
BBK
person can do it.
Sports.
I have to probably ask. I have to ask him, but I have to
How
ask
to
him tomorrow.
redirect on YouTube. I'm about to learn right now
You
on
have to
YouTube live.
the Tyrone, do you already
Content
turn on
live
the
editing. Content live. I already set it up, so how do I do it now? Oh my
is he
god.
does he turn on his raid? He
Edit.
needs to turn on his raid. He needs to turn on his raid.
I want to know how to do it properly though. No, there's a way to do it properly. I
Hold
need to figure that out. I would like to do it properly, but
oh I know
go to
someone, but
YouTube Studio, find your live content, click content, then go live tab,
yeah.
edit your stream. Oh, okay, hold on. Sorry, people. As you can tell, it doesn't look like I've been here for 6 years on YouTube, but I've been here for 6 years on YouTube. Um, access customization. Where the hell can I find that? Edit. I would like to do it properly. Um, I don't know how to. Someone needs to show me how to do it. I would ask Joshua.
You can ask Josh Mel. He can show you because he rated me when I was doing my show with Terrell.
I'd like
So
to do it while I'm live though, because then I can, like,
oh
he
well
his
does he
redirect
turn
is
on his
maybe off.
yeah, does he because I see
No,
Terrell
I've
says
seen him get redirect from Northside before. So hold on, let me
yeah,
see.
he's re
Oh, I got it.
direct.
Okay, let me do it. Search video BBK. Let me help my brother out. All right, folks. You'll see BBK Sports. Teron is live. Please tell him that Melina sent you. He is a nice guy. Although he supports the New York Knicks, we are not going to make fun of his basketball team. That's not what we do here, even though they are trash. But Teron is live there, so you'll be redirected to Teron. I think it worked. Man, that wasn't so hard. It worked after all. Thanks, Rosie. I appreciate it. Maybe tell him the Knicks sucks and he'll know I sent you guys. Thanks, everyone. Adios. And thanks for the super chats, Rosie and Dan. More so, thanks, everyone, for the support of my community posts. Yeah, unfortunately, my grandmother is not well in health.
I
She's
told you.
95 years old. And it could be any day now. Sad news is. But I appreciate it. And thanks all for tuning in. Bye for now.
Bye guys.